All right. So we have mutants and we got about 8 minutes, which is the PPI numbers. We'll see how we get a reaction here with the DXY and pairs that will be trading. I believe news should drive Euro USD to new highs and probably press into this high in here. So that's what I'm going to be looking for to see if we get a setup for a buy there. But yeah, for the day, I mean, we've been trading higher, so I kind of want to see a continuation today in New York for Euro dollar to keep on heading higher. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking for today in New York session. We could also see gold reverse to new highs after coming down and taking the sell side liquidity. So pretty much took out liquidity down here. So we could expect either retracement into this imbalance or a reversal into these highs here. Here, I can't really say much about D. It's just been really consolidated. Hasn't really been doing much these past days. But yeah, we'll see. And GXY, I mean, it has double bottoms here. Be my focus. I'll leave it with 0. So you got about 2 more minutes for news to hit. So I'll wait for that. Okay, about 1 more minute left. And we should start seeing some volatility. It's been really just consolidating after London lunch, after London session, going to New York. So our target, our focus is up here. It could sweep down. Okay, so the candle just opened for news volatility. It could come down and then head up. So it could do something like this. That. Come down. Have a small retracement. And then head up. That's pretty much what I would like to forecast for Euro today and this New York session. If it doesn't retrace, that's fine. I mean, if it just goes up from here, that could also be expected. But our main focus is for price to reach this level here. So let's go ahead and place that right there. And so far, it's giving some upside. Just want to see it head a lot faster than that. But I mean, you gotta be patient. You can see gold as well, having some upside, like I mentioned. I mean, we already took out this liquidity, so it should start heading up as well. As you guys can see, Euro is indeed pushing up. EU kind of consolidated, and gold is also seeing some upside movement. Moving on, Euro, as we mentioned, and then on goals as well. So I want to see it push higher. We go down to 5 minute, and all these highs in here should be rated. I think possibly it could head up at least up into this high right there. So we'll see that as a target for goal. Let's take heavy on the downside. So we really took out these guys here to get stuff. So we should start looking for stuff out of this. Anything around. Hello. Hey guys, can you hear me now? I think you guys should be able to hear me now. I mean, looks like the mic's working. I just placed on my headphones, but what I was saying was that I still want to see higher prices on gold. I see higher prices, at least pushing up into these highs. I mentioned that I did not want, before these candles formed, I said I did not want to see it trade below these lows. But if it did trade below them, I wanted to see it just trade inside of below them and wick, okay, and reject to the upside afterwards. That's pretty much what we've had so far. It traded below it and then it wicked up to the upside. I would have liked a lot more of an impulse move here, but yeah, if we keep on trading lower and don't reject, and especially if we trade below this shaded box that I have here, it's most likely going to come down for the lows. But what I did mention is that I actually don't expect these lows to be traded back to. I want to see it expand up and not trade below this shaded box area. I mean, it's fine if it goes up and down inside of here. It doesn't really matter. I just don't want to see it trade below the, let's say, the 1849 level. Okay, I'll add that. Let's see what the call out. 18. Okay, that's a text. Okay, never mind. This one, price level. Okay, I don't want to see price head down below this, because if it heads down below this, it's going to come down for these equal lows. So what we want to see is we want to see it start expanding up, taking out this high here. So let's go ahead and place that high. That's going to be first objective, and I do have a buy on my account, and this high would be another objective. I mean, these two highs are pretty much the same, so let's just use this high there. And then obviously our final objective for today would be this high here. So far, I mean, that's good. Pretty much just have to be patient and let price do its thing. And then I also talked about Euro's just also heading up, and we want to see this high get taken out. Essentially, with gold, what we would have is we're pretty much find the low of the day here. This the candle all the way down here. We're almost there at the low. I mean, we're close to the low of the day that I created in New York session right after London. And I want to see this down candle. I want to see it either close as a doji or actually turn bullish and expand up into these highs. I don't think it will though, not today at least, but it could do it tomorrow. Why? Because tomorrow we have really big news events that could bring a lot of volatility in the market. And one of those news events is FOMC, as you guys can see here. So that's going to bring a lot of volatility. So the pattern I'm not liking liking here for bulls are that we came up once, traded lower, created the equal lows, and we traded up again, right? Taking out another high. Then we retraced and we traded up once more. And we traced right back down below this high in here. So that's kind of something I don't like personally. Because I mean, for it to do it that many times, it should have already came up at least for this high in here. So essentially, I mean, it should hit this down candle, which it just did right there. And it should start expanding. It should not come back below this low anymore, in my eyes. It should just keep on going higher from there. And we'll take a look at indices in a little bit as well. In about 10 to 20 minutes. Okay, for those that haven't been here, I've been calling gold higher since we were down here up to these highs in here where liquidity rests. And we've been calling also euro higher up to this high in here, which also is liquidity. I'll actually take a screenshot right now of the entries I took on gold. I'll be posting it on my stories, okay? All All my buy entries are in break even now. Let's go ahead and post this to our Instagram story. Okay, see that I don't like too much. At the most, it shouldn't trade lower than 1853 if it's gonna remain bullish. Okay, I don't want to see price come back below this high again too much. Okay, so we're starting to see some more expansion. And we're about to hit the first objective level. So I'm gonna take some partials there once it hits that level. But I would like for it to hit it and try to reach for this high as well as quick as possible. So we'll see what react we have once we're into our 1855 level, 1855.6. My entry pretty much looks like a wick entry since pretty much on the wick here on this 4-hour candle. That's where I got in. I just posted the entries on our Instagram channel, so if you guys want to go check it out, you can see, or the Instagram story, sorry. Yeah, check there. But I've been outlining everything here as well, so if you've been here, you pretty much already know what's up. Okay, so we cleared above that high. I'm going to be taking my first partials off. Okay. So once we trade above this high or close to these yellow lines, I want to also take some partials there. Okay, so yeah, that's how we broke through the old high, came back and tested it as support. We want to see it start stretching up. Okay, should be a retest to head higher. You do not want to see this candle slow get taken out. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to move my stop loss at 1854.45. That way my trades can break even, or at least above break even, and some good profits in case this reverses. We already took out some liquidity above these highs, so that could cause a larger retracement. So we want to be careful once the higher looks taken out. Why? Because that's where liquidity rests. And I have a video on this YouTube channel where I talk about liquidity. So if you haven't seen it, you guys can go ahead and check it out as well. I might start doing a lot more videos, educational videos. Once the channel reaches 1,000 subscribers, I'll start doing a lot more videos so you guys could also learn how to find these resources. All right, so I'm just gonna close all my trades there for gold. So I did get about 50 or 50 something pips from where I bought it, which was 1850. I brought it around this area in here, and I rode it all the way to about there. Yeah, it's about 50, almost 60, pretty much 60 pips. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to look at indices. The New York Stock Exchange is about to open, and expecting a really nice sell off on these indices. Oof, yeah, it's perfect. I like what US30 is doing. I like what the US 100 is doing. So we're pretty much gonna do the same setup here on. I trade US 100 mostly, so that's probably what we're gonna trade today. And we're pretty much gonna have almost the same setup that I had here on gold. It came down, bought the wick, and it started going higher. So that's pretty much what we should see on our indices trading today as well. So before the fireworks turn on, because we're going to start seeing some volatility around the next 15-minute candle. So when the first candle opens in here, we're going to see some larger candles, okay? In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and grab some water, and I'll probably make some coffee as well, so I'll be right back, okay? So eat that water.